My Wii U GamePad won't respond.
If the analog sticks are sticking, they can wear out, though you can try to replace them.
This isn't something so obvious. The touchscreen isn't responding either.
That means the problem isn't because the buttons have worn out or the rubber pads under the button got out of place.
I know I can look up how to open it up and put the rubber pads back in place or just replace them. However, it isn't something that obvious, since those become more unresponsive over time.
Reboot it so that it gets over whatever glitch made it unresponsive.
Rebooting doesn't fix everything.
I'm assuming it is software related because that's the fastest thing to try to fix. Rebooting it by turning it off and then back on also lets you see if the reason it won't respond is the last app you played or the last update.
I know it is a particular app if that freezes the system but not anything else. But this is a general unresponsiveness.
Clean the GamePad touchscreen so that the grease and grime from your last session doesn't prevent it from reacting to your touch today.
I don't want to go buy those electronics safe cleaning wipes.
A little rubbing alcohol and a cotton swab is an option, too, as long as you aren't pouring things on the pad.
If I shorted out the control board or broke the buttons, I'd know why it was unresponsive.
If you dropped it recently, I'd know why it wasn't responsive.
But then so would I.
Did you drop it in water and potentially short something out?
Then I'd be asking if taking off the battery and sticking it in a bag full of desiccant would be better than a bag full of rice.
I've heard of the GamePad not working because it was scratched so bad it is bent or warped or debris pushing on the underlying sensors. It in effect doesn't respond because it thinks someone is already pushing on it.
Cleaning it clearly won't fix that.
Nor will one of those scratch fillers, because that only fills in the crack and in this case could seep into the guts.
So what do you do in that case?
Send it in for repair.
That's expensive since it isn't under warranty anymore.
Another thing that can cause it to fail to respond is that the battery is getting too low. Charge it and see if that helps.
That didn't help.
Take out the battery, put it back and make sure it is seated right, since the unit needs a certain level of power and regular power to actually run and respond.
I know you can get a dark screen and it can't boot up when the battery is too low. However, the red light usually flashes around that point.
While you're at it, switch out the game or even the SD card, just in case that is the cause.
And if that doesn't work, I know I have to send it in for repair, because anything else to try to fix requires disassembling it.